So this brings us to a total impossible juncture, which is to try to make sense in perspective science as to what the nature is of human nature. You know, on a certain level, the nature of our nature is not to be particularly constrained by our nature. We come up with more social variability than any other species out there, more systems of belief, of styles of family structures, of ways of raising children. The capacity for variety that we have is extraordinary. In a society which is predicated on competition and really very often the ruthless exploitation of one human being by another, the profiteering off of other people's problems and very often the creation of problems for the purpose of profiteering, the ruling ideology will very often justify that behaviour by appeals to some fundamental and unalterable human nature. So the myth in our society is that people are competitive by nature and that they are individualistic and they're selfish. The real reality is quite the opposite. We have certain human needs. The only way that you can talk about human nature concretely is by recognizing that there are certain human needs. We have a human need for companionship and for close contact, to be loved, to be attached to be accepted, to be seen, to be received for who we are. If those needs are met, we develop into people who are compassionate and cooperative and who have empathy for other people. So the opposite that we often see in our society is in fact a distortion of human nature, precisely because so few people have their needs met. So yes, you can talk about human nature, but only in the sense of basic human needs that are intrinsically evoked. Or I should say, certain human needs that lead to certain traits if they are met, and a different set of traits if they are denied.